I'm Paddy Lavelle and I'm General Secretary of Education and Training Boards Ireland, so I represent 16 education and training boards in Ireland as the employer's representative here. In schools, most of it is policy dictated, so it is by the central government's diktat that we do whatever improvements are there, and mostly it's through the inspectorate who look at the quality of delivery in schools, so that's where it starts. Well then, it's down to each school, and it's through a method called self-evaluation. So school self-evaluation is the process that schools use. It's designed by the inspectorate through consultation, so the staff, the parents and other people were involved originally in the outline of what was going to be done. We call the process looking at our school, and that's what the teachers and the administration in the school do. They look at two sides, one is leadership and one is teaching and learning. Mostly you could say that it's processed nationally because we have one central Department of Education for the country and the regional authorities don't have much say in that. So most policy is controlled centrally. I think they are involved through their staff associations and also through the management bodies as stakeholders in the process. Some may feel that they're not as involved as they would like to be, but in terms of the change within schools, which is what the inspectorate is looking at, they're looking at the progress within a school from one year to the next, and they want the school to compare itself to its previous state. And I think that's very, very incremental change that they're looking for, and it's also very positive for the school. There is that process that we're talking about, which is that the inspectors come around and they look at different elements of school behaviour, and they ask all of the stakeholders involved how they think things are going in the school. That's from the Board of Management through to the staff, through to the leadership and to the students. So the students have a voice in the evaluation of the school, as do the parents. I think, as with everything in life, we need more continuing professional development. It isn't a feature of our landscape in Ireland at the moment because the Teaching Council registration process doesn't demand automatically that people do continuing professional development, but most teachers are involved to some degree in improving themselves and improving how they perform as teachers. We have a lot of initiatives within the Education and Training Board setup that allow teachers to improve themselves, particularly on the teaching and learning side, and now on peer mentoring.
Can you give an example, maybe?
Well, peer mentoring is the most recent one that I've attended, and that's where groups of teachers come together and they help one another through interviewing one another in the classroom, or through watching a teacher teach and then asking questions about how do you think this will improve. So the peer mentoring and peer coaching methods will be about me as a teacher asking you as the receiving teacher, what do you think you could do to improve this lesson, and how do you think it went, and how do you think that things will go. I think this is going to be a very progressive project. I think it's good to have the trade unions and the management bodies around a table together discussing these issues about, what are the concepts that we're going to be dealing with into the future. So I'm very excited about it.
Fantastic.